Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Oh my god, finally. It is time for TBIC prediction videos. Oh my god, we're so back. We're finally able to go back to predictions TBIC's videos because, we're back with season 3. We got a lot of things that we already got planned up, and I'm so excited to talk about this whole event because this is an event that we've been joking a lot about, and it actually became a reality, which is kind of funny. So yeah, welcome to the predictions video for Tibik back to school. We announced this a couple of days ago, and with full signups and everything like that, we finally have teams, and we have our predictions right up here. So we're gonna go through all the teams. So if you haven't seen the teams, this is a perfect video for you to see every single team. So as I kind of, but not really analyze them. As well as, if you want to, you can join the Discord, which will be in the description down below. Hopefully, the link will work and everything like that, and you can join. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with the Crimson Calculators. That's right. We're not going with the usual Maroon Mantises. We're actually going with the Crimson Calculators over here. We got brand new sorts of teams. Brand new, as you can see, graphics. You can see that every profile picture has been drawn. I drew all these profile pictures. Also, for some reason, Angry Birds Gamer finally decided to start making predictions. So we have our own predictions from Angry Birds Gamer. So let's go off with, Crimson Teen over here. We have Space Void, we have Enigmi, we have Wonder Pro, and we have Calculus. All of these are typical veterans. Wonder Pro is a little bit new, but these three over here, Typic veterans. They've played Typic since a long time ago. This team over here is already strong enough. It is a very strong movement team. But what is Cal to a strong movement team, since, Cal's like the best movement player in the event by a long shot. You also have, the duo of Cal and Enigmi. We have brought back Wonder Pro and Space. Well, I think Wonder Pro's first time teaming with a lot of the people over here. Maybe not. Might not know, but this is a team I think they will all get along. Cal, Enigmi, and Space White, they all know each other. Wonder Pro might not know, but I think they're pretty open to teaming with a lot of new people, so that's pretty cool. This team is very scary of movement, as well as a lot of other things. So yeah, this is a very scary movement team, but what brings them down is PvP. This team is not the greatest at PvP, but hey, we don't know what will happen. Maybe they might be good at PvP. Who knows, bro? But yeah. Anyways, moving on, we have now the Golden Globes. Starting off with Bob Me, JD, Eric Mott, and Celery Lol. This is a team full of another event which I will not say the name of, but this is a pretty cool team. Celery Lol, Bob Me, a duo we have seen from the past previous Typics, which is pretty good, I would say. This is a very fun duo, and I'm glad to see them back. Eric Mott, newcomer, first newcomer of the event. Eric Mott is, I think, I'm not too sure. I've seen them a bit on sheets and also like scores, and they're pretty good, I would say. This team is pretty scary because they have like 3 solid players over here. JD is a really good, and for JD being their bottom frag, this is a really good bottom frag. JD's best event is like 13th place, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty insane. If we go from everyone's peak, I think like everyone here places in the middle, if not top 8. And then Eric Mont, which I think can probably also definitely make in the middle, if not probably be top 10. This is a scary team, I would say, but in terms of how consistent they are, it's not the greatest. I think inconsistency is one keynote to take over here. Next up, we have the J Journals. This is a team that has Box, Stu, Monkey King, and Blossom. This is also another very insane team. You have 3 really good players: Monkey King, Stu, and Box. And then you also have Blossom, which, for again, not a very bad player. Blossom has played, I think, 1 Typic, maybe 2 Typics, I'm pretty sure. But to say at least, this is a very scary team. This team has PvP, this team has movement, this team has teamwork, this team has overall everything. I think one nerf that I don't know if we will see or not, but one nerf we might see might be Stu not playing Minecraft for a bit. Stu told us that they are not that great at Minecraft as they used to be. My second place player, not a second place player anymore. But I think Stu is trying to play a lot more Minecraft recently to get ready for TBIC. Box, new player over here. Unsure what Box might do really, because Box is a sort of, is a grinder. They grind for games and everything like that. So I would say this is a very scary player to look out for. Monkey King, consistent player, can place pretty much between like 10th, 11th, or 12th. So just a really good teammate to have when you're trying to, when you need somebody for backup. Monkey King is always a good player and a reliable player to go for. But yeah, scary team overall, a lot of really good players. Next up, we have the Science Septembers. Oh, Science Septembers. We have Random Homo Sapien, Pop, Dirtbold, and Piff Bear. Random brings back, is brought back once again after, I think, Random played Quads 2. Which is a giant. I didn't make a predictions video for that one because it was more of a mini. But Random coming back, I guess now in a predictions video, is kind of insane. Really good team, I would say. This is a really good duo of Pup, who is a consistent top 5 player, as well as Dirtbold, who is a brand newcomer. Dirtbold is an insane PvP player. I think probably the best PvPer in this roster. But not the greatest in movements. I think this team more so dominates on the PvP side, because Random we've seen dominate PvP. Pup is a really reliable player for PvP. Dirtbold already being here the best PvPer, and of course Piffbear makes a grand return. And additionally, this team is it's gonna be very interesting. Dirtbold is pretty young. And I'm gonna like this team a lot. This team is gonna be more for content because they're just gonna keep yapping, and I do feel a bit bad for Random because we just brought him back and he's gonna be teaming with these 3 guys. These 3 are just, oh boy. All right, but yeah, this is a very fun team. If you want to watch a for fun team, this team is definitely the one to watch. Next up, we have the Purple Pencils, which consist of Birdboy Games, Nitro Tiger, Laglol, and Jakerson. This is a very good team, I would say. Jakerson and Nitro, I think, played TBIC, which was the recent charity event that we had, where they duoed up with, I think, Eint and that dude Chris. I think the team didn't do too well, which I thought they were going to do better. But recently, I know Nitro and Jakerson have been playing a lot better than what we saw from the last one, and it's I think their first actual somewhat canon event to the TBIC. So yeah, this is gonna be a very good team, I would say. As long as we also have Laglol and Bird, Lag being their 3rd frag, which is pretty good, and Birdboy Games, who hopefully for like the 6th time in a row will try his best to get a really good placement. So we see. But I have faith. I think this team is a very strong team, and I think it doesn't really have many weaknesses. But again, just like Gold, it is a bit inconsistent. Nitro and Jake have seemed to be really good players, but also can get to like bottom half. So it's gonna be more so consistency and everything like that. And the final team we have is the Fuchsia Folders, which has Hasawi, Audles, Jad, and Cronus. This is a duo of, actually 2 duos. Hasawi and Audles signed up with each other, and Jad and Cronus signed up with each other, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, then I might be wrong. I think it's true. But anyways, Hasawi, Audles, Hasawi's a brand newcomer. I think Hasawi's a pretty good player overall. I've seen him play in like a couple of events. Hasawi is not, I think one of the, he plays a lot of MCC recreations. He actually is an admin / staff for an MCC recreation. So he has, good knowledge, and he also is a pretty good player overall, which I think will guarantee him a spot in the top 8, I would say. As well as we have Audles bringing back into TBIC. I think Audles is a pretty good player, consistently getting top 8. I think Audles' last event was Pride, which is the last event we played. And Audles got somewhere around, I think, like 10th or 11th. So I want to see how Audles does. I'm excited to see Audles play very well for this team. And of course, we have Jad and Cronus, a duo which we've seen before quite a bit. Cronus, pretty consistent player, but also can play pretty high up. He is he can do pretty well in my opinion. He's gone like top 5 in a TBIC 9, and while most of his what's it called events recently haven't been the greatest, I believe that this team can definitely bring Kronos to a peak time, I would say. And Jad, of course, Jad being pretty good. Jad pretty consistent player for a bottom frag. She's pretty good and she can do a lot better. But yeah, I think this team, pretty scary team in my opinion, has a really good duo, and I think overall no bad bottom player, I would say. Like all these players could get like top 18 in my opinion. So yeah. With that being said, those are all the teams. But before we go, we have to go to our substitutes. We've had 2 substitutes so far, not too many. Let's go to the Crimson. Koas is going to be stepping up for Enigma. I think this team is either way going to be similar. Probably might be a bit better in the movement side, but PvP definitely a lot worse. Koas I think Koas is a really good parkour warrior player, like Calculus. So this is like the ultimate parkour warrior team, like the ultimate duo, I would say. But PvP wise, I think Enigma is definitely the better PvPer out of all these, which kind of makes it Koas being now trying to take that PvP role in some way, which it'll be interesting. And then Hasawi had to sub out for some reasons that, you know, he just can't make it. And we have Helio. Helio I have not too much, but it's apparently a player that Audles is friends with. An analyst has told me that they're somewhat similar to Hasawi, but I don't know. They could be wrong, and this could be like a busted sub that will be like first indiv or something like that. I don't know. But I think I can't really say too much about it. But I think I'll try to give a rough estimate. For now, let's talk about the predictions. So my predictions for teams, we have Purple in first, Cyan second, Crimson third, Gold fourth, Fuchsia fifth, and Jade 6th. So Purple, this is the Jagerson Nitro duo. I think just because they don't really have a bad player and everyone can do pretty well, I'm just going to put them first. Cyan, Derpelt, Pup, and then this whole team being really good at PvP. We've seen that being really good at PvP can get you top 2 really easily. Like, it really comes down to the last game. So if they can get PvP like last 2 games, this team can make the finale easily. Crimson third, just the ultimate movement team. This team will dominate every movement game, but might struggle in the PvP games, so I think they'll probably get knocked out. Gold team, which will be fourth. I think this team, it's just inconsistency. I could see this team being first, I could see this team being last, but I'm going to put them here because I think it's just the middle is fine. Fuchsia, fifth. I think with the Helio might be better. I don't know. I put them where Hasawi was either way, so I don't know if it does much, but I don't know. I say this team is good, but I don't know. They could struggle a bit, and it really depends how much Helio can maybe like lead with this team, if not Audles lead. But yeah, this is I just don't know if I see a good leader around this team. And finally, we have Jade in 6. I think just again, nothing wrong with Stu, but Stu 15th is not bad. But I think this might suffer the team from being good overall. I think Box as well is like their best player, and if nobody else can lead, this team might just not be able to not know what to do. But yeah, those were my team predictions for Indiv. You can check all of them over here, but I'm just going to go for top 10. We have Callan first. I think just safe bet to put Callan first. Nitrous second. I think Nitrous had really good events so far, so I'm putting Nitrous second. Derpelt Pup third, fourth. Good duo. Jakerson fifth, similar to Nitro Tiger. Helio 6, I just put them where Hasawi was. Celery Lol 7th. I think Celery Lol will have a pop-up event and get 7th this time around, getting their best indiv so far. Box in 8th. Box I know is pretty much of a grinder, so I think they'll do good. Audles 9th. Audles is a safe bet being top 10. And finally, Bob Me 10th. I can see Bob Me doing pretty well. Overall, since this is like more lower skilled event, since there's actually like no S tiers, the actual S tiers is like Cal and like Pup Gaming, that I can see anybody getting like top 10 realistically from like this point of view. But yeah, this is all the teams. This is my predictions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, you know, these TBIC predictions. For the next ones we're gonna be talking about, and yeah, all I'm gonna say is expect a big announcement soon. There's gonna be a big announcement that I didn't really say much in the update video, which I can already say because it's gonna be uploaded. But I'm recording this after I did the update video. But big announcement that might come soon. Hopefully it does become a reality. But yeah. Anyways, those are my predictions. Stay tuned. And yeah, good luck to everyone who's playing TBIC.